Area high school basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
Well, it's boys semifinal action night here at the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Marianne Everhart in with you. Gordon Sanders will be joining us here in just a little bit, and it's going to be a fun night. We have middle school games, or we have the games in the middle school gym. Our first one tonight, number 4 Louisiana taking on number 8 Silex. This is a rematch from not too long ago. I think it was just last Friday night. Feels like at this point that they met. It was on the 20th, so yeah, it was a 40-point win for Louisiana. We'll see what Silex has picked up, maybe keys changing a little bit for the Owls, and we'll see what adjustments Coach Matt Smith has made. I'll tell you right now that there's some new changes to the starting lineup. We'll talk about it all during the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show next here on Eagle 102.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Hi, this is Brock Mitchell, and I am a physical therapist with Advanced Physical Therapy in Bowling Green. At Advanced Physical Therapy, we treat everything from sports injuries to work rehabilitation, arthritis, and post-surgical rehabilitation. This includes spinal care, balance issues, and vestibular treatment. You have a choice when it comes to physical therapy, and we hope you choose Advanced Physical Therapy. Conveniently located across from Bowling Green High School on Business 61. Call us today to schedule your next physical therapy appointment at 573-324-6079.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated, and Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, you name it, and Ed will tackle it. Just call 573-324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Broadcasting from the Family Drug Booth, it's the Eagle 102 Game of the Week. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
So let's talk about how the two teams got here. The opening round action took place on a Tuesday evening, and number 4 Louisiana saw number 5 Van Far, and man, that was a tight game. A game probably safe to assume that both coaches had hoped it'd be a little higher scoring. Van Far beat Louisiana by 2, tipped off on opening round action on Tuesday evening. They got the win 77-46. That's Ellsbury. They had got the win and advanced on, and that brought Silex over here. As I mentioned, Silex and Louisiana faced off at Silex High School last Friday night. As I mentioned, it was a 40-point win. Jack Logan got his 1,000th career point in that matchup. And we'll talk a little bit about some stats here. Of course, leading the scoring for Louisiana right now is Jack Logan. He's averaging over 20 points a game. He's sitting at 20.4. I believe he's also leading in rebounding, if I remember correctly. He's the only one also scoring or averaging in double figures. Wyatt Harrison about 7.9 points a game. Ethan Harrison with 6.1, and Kenny McCormick with 9.8. So that tells you where a bulk of their scoring comes from. We're going to talk about the keys to the game for you coming up in just a few moments as we break down this one, as it's boys semifinal action from the 98th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products found in the local concession stands, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. If you are wanting something other than soda, enjoy Bubbler, Klarbrunn Water, Lipton Teas, Gatorade, and more. Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The friendly and caring staff at Advanced Eye Care have just one goal in mind: to provide professional eye care for the entire family, from comprehensive eye exams to management of glaucoma and cataracts, refractive surgery to specialty contact lenses. You can count on Advanced Eye Care to provide vision for a lifetime. 3 locations to serve you: Bowling Green, Winfield, and Troy, or visit online at aecmo.com. Doctors Denise Harvey, Jessica Downs, Jackie Mudd, and staff hope to see you soon at Advanced Eye Care.
The Eagle 102 keys to the game.
Well, we've been talking about it all week, and it seems to come down to defense for both teams. Gordon, you got to see the matchup between these two last Friday night, and I think Silex just has to find a way to keep Louisiana from getting to the bucket.
The Louisiana Bulldogs have a lot going offensively in transition when they get up and down the court. Silex has an awful lot more going on than that 40-point difference from the last ball game. It's a matter of tying it together more consistently. You can't. We've seen it. We've talked about it before. If you're just trading baskets, you have to keep trading baskets.
Right.
If every other trip you're productive and they're productive every trip, then you end up with a lopsided ball game. So they have to keep those numbers a little bit more in their favor to keep it close. And they're going through a rebuilding with the Silex Owls. So that's going to come in steps.
It is. And we talked about it just a few moments ago. We're going to wait and see how Coach Ethan Evans does his adjustments, as well as head coach Matt Smith for the Louisiana Bulldogs. He has changed the lineup pretty dramatically, and so that will affect how maybe Silex was expecting to come out and open things up against Louisiana, as some of their key players aren't starting. From what I hear, he was very unhappy with some play that took place on Tuesday evening, so he's shaking it up a little bit. So that takes care of our keys to the game. We'll be back with your starting lineups after this on Eagle 102.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
If you're ready to start tanning but feel like you never have time, Custom Works Salon in Bowling Green has the answer for you. Chrissy and the gang now offer 24-hour tanning. For only $55 a month, you can get your glow on. Custom Works also has new hours. On Tuesdays, the salon is open until 8 p.m. Visit their Facebook page for a full list of times. Custom Works Salon, 405 South Court Street in Bowling Green.
With 14 stores across Missouri and Illinois, La Crosse Lumber Company provides lumber, quality products, and service to homeowners, builders, DIYers, and more. With some of the top brand names in the business available, La Crosse Lumber has what you need for your next project. Stop into any location for a free estimate before you start your next build. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
We will start with the visitors on the scoreboard this evening. They are starting a sophomore wearing number 0, Ryder Hopkins. A senior wearing number 2, Josh Price. A junior wearing number 3, Tyler Twellman. A junior wearing number 23, Cole Fessler. And a junior wearing number 40, Jake Henry. That is for the Owls. They're in their... Oh, and I made that wrong. They are actually the home team on the scoreboard this evening. I forgot that they're on the top of the bracket. They are in their home white jerseys. For the visitors, Louisiana. That is where I actually intended to start. They are starting a senior guard wearing number 2, Latrell Weber. A junior forward wearing number 3, Cooper Lumley. A junior forward wearing number 13, Ethan Harrison. A senior guard wearing number 24, Sheldon Sylvie. And a senior guard wearing number 30, Kenny McCormick. So, of course, they're in their Cardinal Red road jerseys, white numbers trimmed in black. So, a little different look for the Bulldogs this evening.
Yeah, a little bit different from a starting lineup for Louisiana without an awful lot of its height. No Wyatt Martin, who's not a starter week in and week out for Louisiana, but definitely is right there on that bubble. If you were talking sixth man, that kind of thing. Jack Logan, it's an awful lot of height that's not in the lineup as well, but coach is looking for a different look, different feel. Didn't want to be on this side of the bracket.
No.
So that obviously, I would say, has something to do with it.
I would guess. And really funny that we say that because ran into Coach Pat Conaway on his way to probably the hospitality room if I was in the hallway, so we'll just throw it there. And I told him, I wish them luck as they're getting ready to play Ellsbury over in the high school gym. Of course, you can hear that right now on Eagle 102, KJFMradio.com, on the KJFM Radio app, and Alexa. Mark Froelich and Maddie Ingram have that call for you. But wished him good luck, and he said, well, we got to play better than we did the other night. And I was like, oh, okay. So he was unhappy with the way his Indians played as well. So it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, I believe, when it comes to it. Nobody's ever happy.
It's not uncommon to find an unhappy coach. It comes from a really good place, but it's not an uncommon thing.
That is true.
Your team can execute better. They see the flaws because they're looking ahead to the next game and the game afterwards, or the next tournament, or the postseason. Coach Smith and also Coach Conway know where they want to be performing by the end of the year.
All right, I think we're probably going to get ready for the national anthem coming up here in just a few moments, if they can get the sound system working here. As they're checking it out, as always, we appreciate Bowling Green R1 School District being so awesome with us this week and having us over here. Remember, we've got 2 games here in the middle school gym, followed by 2 games in the high school gym. All right. We've got our national anthem. They're going to get ready for their in-house introductions. We'll take a final break. We'll be back with our opening tip after this on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Center Locker Service, and PJ Salon.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Marion Everhart, Gordon Sanders in with you this evening as our first of two games here from the middle school gym. Immediately following this, we've got Clopton and North Callaway, another rematch that took place last Friday night. We'll, of course, talk about that a little bit more when we get to that pregame show. Here we've got the Silex Owls taking on the Louisiana Bulldogs. Silex moving from our left to right. Fessler will jump center against, is that Ethan Harrison?
Ethan Harrison jumping center for the Bulldogs.
Since Coach Matt Smith changed everything up on us, going to keep it hard on me. Officials say we're ready to go. Ball's up in the air. Silex controls the tip. Working it is Price. Price brings it across the timeline. He's guarded up top by Weber, near side with it to Twellman. Twellman works it around with the left hand at the elbow on the near side. Back up top to Price between the circles. Looks as he's still guarded by Weber in this man-to-man defense. McCormick comes out, puts a little pressure on Hopkins on the far wing. Looks for that screen, tries to hit Fessler headed back door, Henry headed back door. And goes out of bounds. Last touch by Silex. Weber will inbound to McCormick. McCormick right back to Weber. Man-to-man defense from the Owls as well as they cross the timeline. Weber, far wing with it to McCormick. He wants to open this up with a three. It's off the rim. Bouncing around, coming away with it is Fessler. Fessler feeds it out to Twellman. Twellman will take his time crossing the timeline, take it back center court, stands in the circle, swings it far side to Hopkins. Hopkins guarded by McCormick, dribbles with the right hand. Now crossover dribble, finds his lane down to the block, picks up his dribble, finds Henry top of the key. Try to lob down low to Fessler. His shot's up. It's no good. Henry there for the putback, and it's good. Silex scores first in this one, makes it a 2-0 basketball game. It looks like we're going to have an inbound type violation on Louisiana because it's going to stay with Silex under their own basket. Twellman looks, lobs it in to Henry. Back out to Twellman. He stands behind the arc on the far side. Guarded against by Sylvie, lobs it down low. Another 2 points in there by Henry. That's Jake Henry, makes it 4-0. We've got 6:46 to go here in the first quarter. McCormick brings in the front court, hands it off to Sylvie. Sylvie brings it center side. Now with it to Lumley. Lumley top of the key, picks up his dribble, finds Harrison from the block extended. That's Ethan. Inside the paint to Sylvie, back out to Harrison again. Harrison takes it in the paint. He works around, and they're going to call a foul. Looks like that's probably going to go against Jake Henry. That's who they nab it on.
First foul on Henry. First foul for the Owls. First foul in the ball game.
Weber will inbound from the baseline on the near side. Falloon hands him the ball. He's ready, gets the team moving. McCormick for the long three. It's up off the back of the rim once again. Sylvie goes high for the rebound, kicks it out. Lumley with it in the paint, goes cross court. His shot off the glass is no good. Henry with the rebound. Looks for some help. Outlets to Twellman. Twellman jogs across the timeline. Stops, pops. He's looking for a three, and it's net. It's quickly a 7-0 game here for Silex with 6:03 to go in the first quarter.
Smooth stroke by the junior Tyler Twellman.
Weber working against Price. Over the far side to McCormick. McCormick goes down low to Lumley, back out to Sylvie. Sylvie thought about the three. Instead, he stops, pops, shots off the front of the rim. Weber comes away with the rebound. Looks to feed it inside, kicks it back out to McCormick. McCormick with the left hand, he goes up. They're going to wave it off and call a foul in the paint on the floor.
7-0 is the score to this ball game, just underway here at Bowling Green High School, James A. Wilson Gymnasium, as it's semifinal night for the boys this evening during the Bowling Green tournament.
The inbounds play gets it straight to Sylvie, and Sylvie takes it off the glass and puts the Bulldogs on the board, makes it 7-2, 5.5 to go in the first. Near side with it is Price. Price, he's looking for the three. It's off the side of the rim. Coming down with it is McCormick. McCormick pushes it into the front court, brings it center. Now with it to Weber. Weber goes cross court to Lumley. Lumley behind the arc finds Harrison. Harrison from the block. He rolls it off his fingertips, and it's good. Ethan Harrison has him within 3. 7-4 our score. Owls still on top. Full court pressure from the Bulldogs. Twellman brings it across the timeline. He's over in front of the fans. Takes it to the free throw line. He stops, pops, and it's net. So Tyler Twellman with 5 of the 9 points with 5 minutes to go here in the first. Owls on top by 5. Near side with it to Sylvie for the Bulldogs, now to Weber. He's at the head of Louisiana's bench, looks for the pick and roll from Harrison, finds a lane, takes it to the hoop. Shots up, it's no good, but he's headed to the free throw line. He's going to get to shoot 2. So Jake Henry is going to pick up his second foul of the night as Weber heads to the free throw line to shoot 2. Weber dribbles the basketball, spins it in his hand. First free throw shot is up and good. Checking into the basketball game is Chase Mullen now. Mullen comes in for Henry, who takes a seat with 2 fouls. Looks like Donovan Richards set to check in if Weber knocks down the second. Free throw shot up on the way, and it's money. It's a 3-point basketball game. Owls still on top, 9-6. Richards comes in for Sylvie. Full court man-to-man defense from the Bulldogs on this inbounds play as Fessler gets it in to Hopkins. Hopkins runs on that far side, guarded by McCormick. Pulls up just beyond the arc. Brings it near side to Mullen. Mullen guarded by Harrison. Hands it to Twellman. Twellman now guarded by Richards. Right at the head of Louisiana's bench with the left hand. He looks, brings it near side to Mullen. Mullen's trying to feed it inside to Fessler. Back up top to Hopkins. Swings it to Price over on the far wing. Price dribbles down. He works against Lumley. Ball's loose and goes out of bounds. Last touch by Richards. Good aggressive defense by the Bulldogs. Rolled out of bounds. It'll stay with Silex. Fessler will inbound. Fessler lobs it up to Twellman. Twellman right back to Fessler over on the far wing. Again, we're sitting on the stage behind the benches. They get it inside to Twellman. Twellman trying to create some room. Kicks it back out to Fessler. Fessler back to Twellman again. Fade away from the block. Extended shots up. No good. It's Ethan Harrison with the rebound. Harrison pushes it into the front court. Swings it near side to Weber. Weber all the way down, and he's going to be fouled by Fessler.
Bulldogs getting the ball up the court quickly. Silex taking their time, deliberate on offense, which is a good plan right out the gates.
So inbounding the basketball is the Bulldogs. Weber gets it into McCormick. His feet are set. Shots up, and it's money. Kenny McCormick ties this one up with the 3, and we're at 9-all here with 3:57 to go in the first. With it is Hopkins. Hopkins up front to Mullins. Mullins working against Lumley, and Lumley's going to pick up a foul. Jack Logan and Wyatt Harrison set to check in the ball game now. Coming in for Weber and Lumley. So Silex will inbound the basketball. A look, working it in, throw it up to Hopkins. Hopkins over the far wing to Twellman. Twellman looks inside. Tries to feed it to Fessler. He's now guarded by Jack Logan. It's a battle of the 23s. Back out to Twellman. Twellman looks for the 3. It's off the mark. And it's Wyatt Harrison with the rebound. Wyatt pushes it into the front court. Behind his back dribble now with the left hand at the elbow on the near side. To McCormick. He wants another tray, and he gets it. It's the first lead of the night for the Bulldogs as Kenny McCormick gives them the 3-point lead at 12-9 with 3:20 to go here in the first. Twellman tries to drive, and he's going to be fouled, and that's going to go against McCormick.
That'll be the first foul against Kenny McCormick. Second team foul for the Bulldogs compared to 4 for the Owls.
Quick scoring update from the other gym. We're knotted at 4-all between the Indians and the Indians. So Van Far and Ellsbury 4-all in the first quarter. Jack Logan with the basketball for the Bulldogs. Richards with it in the paint. In some trouble, kicks it out to Ethan Harrison. Ethan wants the 3, and it rattles home. So for the Bulldogs right now, it's kind of raining threes. It's a 6-point lead. 15-9. Here comes Josh Price back the other way, and he's going to be fouled by Jack Logan. As Logan was trying to get his hand on the ball to deny and got his arm instead. And that'll send Price to the free throw line to shoot 2. 15-9 our score. Louisiana on top of Silex. Price's first free throw shot is up and good. He'll get the second. Also checking in the ball game will That's the other Twelman. Easton, second free throw shot is good as well. We got a timeout on the court. We'll take one as well. 2:55 to go here in the first. Louisiana leads Silex 15-11 as you're listening to Bowling Green tournament action on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Bolin Chevrolet, and Sun Window Company.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
After a pair of free throws, Louisiana has the basketball. McCormick with it in his hand, brings it near side to Logan. Logan takes it to Ethan now, back to McCormick on the far side, back to Ethan Harrison. He goes down off the block, and he's going to be fouled by Easton. 12.
Looks like Easton will pick up that foul, which will be the 5th team foul now for the Silex Owls. Easton's sophomore, probably goes close to 6'3" or taller.
As Ethan Harrison stands at the free throw line to shoot two. First one's up and good. Harrison will get a second. So Harrison, Richards, McCormick, and Logan on the court for the Bulldogs. And second free throw shot is good as well. Makes it 17-11. And there's a turnover and a high throw from Twelman as Wyatt Harrison gets the bucket and the foul. Tyler Twelman tried to get the basket or get the ball go high, but Wyatt Harrison just took it, and when he did, he came down on Harrison. So for Silex, we got Fessler, Price, Twelman, and Mullen on the court.
Nice job by Wyatt Harrison getting the ball to go.
Free throw shots, no good. With the rebound is Silex. That's Tyler. Tyler Twelman brings it front court, gives it to Mullen. He wants to drain the three, and he gets it. Clint Mullen with the tray. Makes it a 19-14 game. McCormick with it. Brings it near side to Richards. Richards looks for the screen for the pick and roll, takes it, kicks it over the far side to McCormick. McCormick wants to drain another three, and he's on fire. I think Alicia Keys will sing that one, Boys on Fire. 20-14 is our score. With it is Fessler, gets it to Tyler Twelman. Twelman to Fessler, back down to Easton. Easton back out, his shot's up, and it's good. Rattles that one home. Tyler Twelman with the three. Did I miss 2 points?
I'm not positive that you did. We'll keep an eye on the scoreboard. We'll pass along any changes.
Yeah, we have it as 20-17. With the basketball is Silex. Tyler Twelman with it on the far side. Works it around. Brings it back up. Now to Mullen. Mullen works over on the far side. Brings it near side to Price. Price guarded by Wyatt Harrison. Works it around. Looks inside. Price finds nothing there. Tries to get into Easton Twelman. Easton spins. He goes up against Jack, and it's tipped. And coming away with the basketball is Louisiana. Logan pushes it into the front. Spins at the basket. Goes up, high off the glass, and it's good. So Jack Logan with his first 2 points of the night. Price with the basketball. Takes it down low. Goes up off the glass with the reverse layup is no good. But Josh Price will head back to the free throw line to shoot two. Price hold at the free throw line to shoot twos. Kitty McCormick picks up his second foul.
Still 2 points behind the official scoreboard.
First free throw shot is up and good. We have a ghost in here, don't we? Kind of moving some things around. Maybe it's messing with the scoreboard. I don't know. We'll count those up at the end of the quarter. We got 52 ticks left to go in the first. In the other gym, Ellsbury leads Van Far 13-4. Second free throw shot's up, no good with the rebound, and there's going to be a fight for the rebound. Looks like we're going to have a foul against Silex. And they're going to call that on Noah Chesser that checked into the ball game.
So that means Ellsbury's on a 9-point run against the Van Far Indians, fresh off the Palmyra tournament championship here in the Bowling Green tournament, trying to get back to the championship game, but have to go through Ellsbury.
So Wyatt Harrison goes to the free throw line for 1-1 as that's the 7th team foul. Shot up, on the way, and it's good.
Reminder, the Ellsbury Indians against the Van Far Indians. That game is online right now on KJFMradio.com. Mark Froelich and Maddie Ingram with the call.
Second free throw shot is good as well. Makes it 24-18. So Fessler will inbound the basketball. Gets it to Twelman. That's Tyler. Tyler working against Richards. Brings it in with the left hand. Stops, pops, shots on the way. It's no good. It's Mullen. Excuse me, that is, I will pick up his number in just a minute as they go down number 25. And it looks like we've got a timeout on the court. We'll take one as well. Coach Ethan Evans calls the timeout with 32 ticks. Oh. No, never mind. They're saying it went out of bounds. So they're calling for the last as Lumley gets, or Weber gets it down low to Lumley. Lumley takes it off the glass. 17 seconds to go here in the first. Working it is Twelman. Twelman back to Fessler. Twelman looks as they're down to 6 seconds. Long three on the way. It's off the back of the rim, works it around, and Richards comes away with it, and that is how the first quarter ends. Louisiana has the lead at 26-18. We've got second quarter action coming your way next here on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and Meyer Implement Company.
Are you looking for a small-town bank that will deliver personalized service? This is Michael Mudd, President and CEO of Silex Banking Company. Come visit us at our 20 South 2nd Street location in Silex for a sit-down, one-on-one experience. If you can't stop by, visit us online at silexbank.com or call 573-384-5221. We also offer mobile deposit, e-statements, and online banking. Silex Banking Company, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
26, actually we're double checking on the score. Gordon's going to have an official for us here. Is it 27? Okay, we're going to go with 27 as the official score to 18. So Louisiana on top as we start the second. With it is the Owls. Hopkins will inbound it. Number 25, by the way, is McMahon. I did get a chance to look that up. With it is Price. Price working against Lumley. Now hands it off to Twelman. Twelman guarded by Richards. Back to Price between the circles. Still man-to-man defense from the Bulldogs. Swings it far side to Twelman. Twelman behind back dribble. Trying to get away from Donovan Richards over on the far side down the block. His shot's up. It's off the mark. With the rebound is Wyatt Harrison. He throws it up to Weber. Weber takes it off the glass. A nice, easy layup and makes it 29-18. And they get a long pass into Twelman. Logan tried to intercept it. Twelman brings it near side to Price. Price at the head of Louisiana's bench, now at the Hopkins. Hopkins now back to Twelman again. He's guarded by Wyatt Harrison. Wyatt's the only Harrison on the court now. Twelman out to Hopkins. Hopkins in the paint, over top of Richards. Shot off the glass, no good. Henry tries to get the rebound, but it's Weber coming away with it all the way down. Stops, pops, it's short, and in the hands of Fessler. Fessler gets it to Twelman. Twelman guarded by Harrison in the backcourt. Works across the timeline. He crosses, spins, dribbles with the left hand. Waits for the pick. Now top of the key. Finds a hole, dishes it down low to Henry, and it's denied in there by Lumley as he smacks it into the hands of Weber. Weber brings it into the front court, down to the Baseline out to Harrison, now to Richards. Near side with it to Logan. Logan taking the time. Takes it down the block, extended, drives the baseline, shot up off the glass, and it's good. 31-18 is our score as Jack Logan gets his 4th point of the night. 6:10 to go in the half. Far side with it to Price. Price looks now back up top between the circles to Fessler, brings it near side to Twellman. Twellman lobs it down low to Henry, and it's going to be another offensive foul. And that'll be his 3rd of the night.
18 fouls for the Silex Owls compared to just 2 for the Louisiana Bulldogs at this point. 31-18 the score with 6 minutes exactly to go in the first half.
So with it is Weber. Weber jogs, get it across the timeline. Sticking with the man-to-man defense is the Owls. Weber brings it near side to Logan. Logan at the free throw line. Stops, waits for his defense. Now kicks over far side to Richards. Richards guarded by Twellman. With the left hand at the free throw line. He spins in the paint, works around everybody. Shots up and good. Donovan Richards with 2, his first buckets of the night. 33-18, 5.5 to go here in the first half. Far side with it to Hopkins, to Price. Price looking for the screen. Dribbles with the right hand into the paint, and he's going to be fouled. Ethan Harrison and Kenny McCormick set to check back in the ball game. They're going to call that foul on Weber. Be the 5th team foul this half for the Bulldogs. So Weber and Wyatt Harrison come out as Tyler Twellman inbounds. Twellman gets it in to Fessler. Fessler at the end of Louisiana's bench feeds it down the block to Twellman. His spin shot up, denied by Richards. Goes out of bounds, last touch by the Bulldogs. Twellman will now inbound along the baseline. Gets it into Fessler. Fessler swings it up to Price, right back to Twellman. He wants another 3. It's off the rim, no good. And Ethan Harrison wrangles it in. Harrison over to McCormick. McCormick's going to travel. It's only the 2nd turnover of the game for Louisiana. So Twellman will inbound in the backcourt from the free throw line extended, gets it into Price. Price guarded by Ethan Harrison at the timeline. Swings it over far side to Hopkins, who's guarded by McCormick. Now with it to Fessler on the wing. Fessler looks for the screen, tries to get away from Lumley, feeds it down low to Mullen. It's taken away by Jack Logan. Logan across the timeline. Works it around, spins in the paint. Now it fakes, goes out from the block. It's no good. Ethan Harrison there for the putback, and it's good. So Ethan Harrison with another 2. He has 9 on the night now and makes it 35-18. 4:28 to go here in the half. Price tries to drive, and I think they're going to nail Kenny McCormick possibly with another one. Nope. Check that they're going to nail Ethan Harrison with his first. That's the 6th team foul.
In 35-18 their score with 4:24 to go in the half. In the high school gym, Ellsbury up over Van Far 18-11 now as the Van Far Indians close that gap a little bit.
Price, long 3 on the way. Oh, it's off the back of the rim. Going high is Lumley. Lumley pulls down the rebound. He'll bring it into the front court. Top of the key, now at the left hand, into the paint. Kicks out to McCormick. McCormick waits all the way through, and shots up, count the bucket and the foul.
Kenny McCormick makes a trip to the free throw line as it's the 9th team foul picked up by the Silex Owls.
Give him 11 on the night so far, makes it 37-18. So he'll get the and 1. That foul went on Mullen. That is his first, as McCormick rattles home the extra. 38-18, 20-point lead for the Bulldogs. Near side with it is Hopkins. Hopkins in the near corner to Mullen. Mullen tries to feed it inside, and it's taken away by the Dogs. Logan with it. Turns on the Jets, goes all the way down, off his fingertips, through the hoop. Jack Logan has 6 now, and it's 40-18, 3:45 to go here in the first half. With it is Twellman. Twellman working against Martin all the way down from the block. Shots up, it's short. McCormick with the rebound. He throws it up to Lumley. Lumley keeps it from going out of bounds, now moves it through to the paint, and he's going to be fouled by Price. And that'll send Lumley to the free throw line. Checking in the ball game is Dwight Stokes. He wears number 22 for the Owls. Kind of reminding the players that you have to wait before you can enter the game until the official waves you in.
Lumley's at the line. A reminder for you, Bowling Green tournament action being brought to you by Ambassador Plumbing, Mike Henry Excavating, S&R Sporting Goods of Middletown, Williams Road Repair Shop, JGS Cattle Company, and by B&J Septic.
We got a timeout on the court. We'll take one as well. With 3:30 to go here in the second, it is Louisiana leading Silex 40-18 as you're listening to Bowling Green tournament action on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Pogue Ford, Silex Banking Company, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
Since 1939, Meyer Implement Company has been serving the local agricultural and business communities with quality sales and service. Meyer Implement has also taken great pride in supporting those communities and would like to wish the area sports teams the best of luck throughout their seasons. Be sure to stop by and visit the people who truly appreciate your business. Meyer Implement Company in Bowling Green.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Out of the timeout, the Bulldogs lead of 40-18. Cooper Lumley at the free throw line where he'll get his second free throw shot after missing the first. So Lumley wears number 3 for the Bulldogs. Dribbles with the left hand.
The game right now dangerously close to being on the same pace as last week's ball game. Final score there was 81-41.
So with the basketball, or with the bucket made, it makes it 41-18. 3:20 to go here in the half. Far side with it to Hopkins. Hopkins back up top to Fessler. Fessler looks, brings it near side to Twellman. Back to Hopkins on the far wing. Now near side to Stokes. Stokes finds Price at the head of Louisiana's bench on the near side. He's working against Ethan Harrison. Found the lane. He's headed up off the glass. Count the bucket and the foul. So Josh Price gets his first bucket of the second.
And a chance for the three-point play for Price and the Owls.
Kenny McCormick picking up the foul. Free throw shot on the way is good.
That foul basically turns the first half into a hat trick, foul-wise for Kenny.
It's still a 20-point lead for the Bulldogs. 41-21, 3 minutes to go here in the half. Richards in the near corner with it to Lumley. He wants a long three, and Harrison with the rebound. Back to his Harrison. Harrison cross court with it to Logan. Logan wants the three, and it's money. Jack Logan with the tray. 44-21. 2:39 to go here in the half. Price with the basketball, brings it near side to Stokes. Stokes looks inside now, kicks it to Fessler on the far wing. He's looking for a three, and it's off the mark. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Louisiana's basketball. Wyatt Harrison returns the ball game now for Ethan. We got a timeout. Coach Matt Smith wants to take it with 2:26 to go here in the half. Louisiana leads 44-21 as you're listening to Bowling Green tournament action on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Calumet of Missouri, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
You simply can't buy a better replacement window than one from Sun Window Company. Energy-efficient windows and doors with a lifetime warranty on both the window and installation. Sun Window Company, family-owned and operated since 1989, offers low factory direct prices on high-quality vinyl windows, custom designed to fit perfectly and built to last. See how much you can save. Call Sun Windows, 573-549-2080 for details and a free estimate. Sun Window Company, Highway 161 in Middletown.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
Logan to the bucket. His shot's denied. He draws a foul, though. He'll head to the free throw line and get a chance to shoot two.
At the half in the high school gym, championship bracket play, number 1 seed Ellsbury up over 3 seed Van Far, 24-15.
Logan's first free throw shot is up and good. That is the third foul on Josh Price for the Owls. So Logan's second free throw shot hits the back of the rim, rolls off the front, keeps it 45-21. Twellman with it. The left hand, he about has it taken away by Wyatt Harrison. Now to Fessler at the elbow on the far side. Fessler pulls up, his fadeaway is good. So Cole Fessler with his first 2 points of the night.
I think I said 3-seed Van Far, but 5-seed Van Far.
And near side with it to Donovan, it's taken away. Richards forces the turnover from Easton Twellman after them knocking the ball out of his hand. So Richards will inbound it right in front of us, in front of the scores table with 1:48 to go here in the first half. 45-23 our score. Owls on top of the Bulldogs. Richards to Harrison. Now Harrison on the far side. Lumley inside to Logan. Logan puts a nice little jumper up, and it's good. 47-23. It is Twellman. Twellman with the left hand, taken away by Wyatt Harrison. Wyatt goes cross court to Logan. Logan spins around, shots up and good. 49-23, 1:15 to go here in the half. Twellman crossover dribble working against Wyatt Harrison, gets in the front court, all the way down the block. His shot's up, it's too hard off the glass. Logan comes away with the loose basketball. He throws it up to Harrison. Harrison is going to be fouled. I think that's going to go against Josh Price, and if it does, that's 4 for him. That's exactly who it goes against. And it's going to send Wyatt Harrison to the free throw line to shoot 2. We're under a minute to go here in the half. First free throw shot is up and no good. Now, I know that they had, I'm a little confused by the fouls up there because I know it said 3 on number 2 for a while. So maybe we got backwards there for a minute.
Of course, Louisiana and Silex squaring off to see who's going to face Clopton.
Well, Clopton will have to get past North Callaway. They're the second game. So Fessler with it. But both teams trying to get to that consolation game on Saturday at 2 o'clock. Fessler's headed to the free throw line. So Cooper Lumley with his second foul.
The Clopton Lady Hawks have their spot reserved already. The Clopton Hawks have to get by the Thunderbirds.
First free throw shot's up and good. And the Clopton Lady Hawks will take on the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs tomorrow evening in that consolation game. 4:30 is the tip-off, 4:15 pregame right here on Eagle 102, KJFMradio.com, the KJFM Radio app, and on Alexa. Nice free throw shooting by Cole Fessler. Makes it 49-25. Richards working against McMahon. Over on the far side, gets the screen from Wyatt Martin. Near side with it to Harrison. Harrison in the middle of Silex's bench, gets it back up top to Richards. Richards in the circle. Looks for the screen from Martin to Harrison. Harrison stops, pops from the elbow extended. It's off the mark. Chases down the loose basketball and gets it from Twellman, however, goes out of bounds. He and Easton Twellman were chasing it down together and it rolls out of bounds. Hopkins returns to the ball game for Twellman. McMahon will inbound the ball. They get it right into Hopkins. Hopkins trying to get away from Richards here with 15 ticks to go in the half. Hopkins takes it center court over to the far side on the wing. Stops, pops. It's no good. Chasing down the loose basketball is Logan. Logan looks to push up with 3 seconds. Goes to the hole. His shot's up, and it's good. And that is how the half ends with Louisiana on top, 51-25. We've got your halftime report for you coming up next here on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelly Glucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Broadcasting from the Family Drug Booth, it's the Eagle 102 Game of the Week.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Halftime Report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
At the half, we've got Louisiana leading Silex at 51-25, and Gordon, you talked about it. It's kind of shaping up a lot like the game was last Friday night.
True. The ball game was a little bit lopsided already by the time you were rolling towards the half. The final score ended up being Louisiana defeating Silex by a score of 81-41. But you see what we talked about. There are definitely some bright spots for the Owls. It's just connecting some dots. It's not like you don't have size. It's not like you don't have quickness. It's not like you can't rebound,
right,
and that you can't have kids who can get hot who've got some good-looking shots. So it's a matter of continuing to find a way to tie it all together.
And Louisiana, they came out with a little bit of a different look, and that look, it might have lit a little bit of a fire in the normal starters.
You think? Does that work that way?
I don't know. I noticed that there seems to be a little bit more hustle than there was before.
And Coach Smith was looking to see something, obviously, in mixing up those lineups, not wanting to be on this side of the bracket, maybe not expecting to be on this side of the bracket, and now basically anything other than a consolation final victory is falling short.
That is a fact. And we mentioned a different look at the starting lineup. Well, they started Weber, Lumley, Ethan Harrison, Sylvia McCormick. Unfortunately, Kenny McCormick might be just one of the few players that's in a little bit of foul trouble as he's sitting there with 3.
Yeah, 3 fouls at the half. Kenny had a nice little hot streak outside the arc.
He did. He had knocked down 3 threes there in the first quarter, and then kind of went to the bench, sat down for a little bit, came back in, got a little bit more foul trouble, so I had to go back out for a little while longer. So, again, our score here at the half, Louisiana leads Silex at 51-25. We'll come back and recap some scoring from the first half, and we'll set up the action that's still going on this evening here on KJFM.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Lynn's Heritage House in Louisiana offers affordable, home-like senior living, enabling your loved ones the independence they want and the services they need. Staffed 24 hours a day with low resident-to-staff ratio and designated areas to visit your loved ones safely, rest assured Lynn's Heritage House provides peace of mind for you and those you love. So if you or someone you know is ready for a retirement home or need care from a hospital stay or surgery, Lynn's Heritage House has rooms ready. Call to set up a tour and visit soon, 754-4020, or visit 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana.
When it's time for some heavy-duty work at your place, there's only one name to remember, McMailer. McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating of Silex offers septic system pumping and grease trap cleanouts. Just give them a call for all types of backhoe work with high lift and track hoe. They install water or sewer lines, septic tanks, and drain tile. They can build lakes, do dump truck work, jackhammering, bobcat work, and more. Fully insured, you can count on quality workmanship from McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating in Silex. Call 573-384-5978.
I'm Elisha Koenig, owner of Remax Realty Shop in Bowling Green. Whether buying or selling, you need an agent who has the right connections and strategies to help you reach your goals. Remax Realty Shop team is here to help.
I'm Mark Long.
I'm Allison Miller.
I'm Les Orr.
I'm Kelly Crane.
I'm Zach Miller.
I'm Brittany Kidd.
I'm Zach Browning.
Whether you want someone to take the wheel for you, or maybe you are just feeling overwhelmed with the process, give us a call today. We'll both be glad you did. Remax Realty Shop, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Bowling Green Pharmacy, Fessler Insurance Agency, a branch of Country Financial, Elisha Koenig, owner and broker of Remax Realty Shop, and Kraus Realty.
At the half, Louisiana leads Silex by the score of 51-25. And let's run down a little bit of scoring here in the first half. Leading scoring for Louisiana, even though he didn't get the start, Gordon, Jack Logan came in off the bench, has put up 14 points. Followed in there by Kenny McCormick with 12. Ethan Harrison has 9. And then Cooper Lumley with 5. Wyatt Harrison with 4. Weber Luttrell, Donovan Richards, and Sheldon Sylvie all with 2. Leading the scoring for Silex right now, it is Tyler Twellman has 8. Josh Price with 6. And with 4 each, Cole Fessler and Jake Henry, and Chase Mullen with 3.
We mentioned Jack Logan working on his second 1,000 points. He's another one of the area players who just recently hit that mark. It was last week against Silex. A little bit earlier this week, had a big night to start out the tournament. The opening night, she was the area's high scorer at the Bowling Green tournament, Mara Jensen.
She was the highest. She was the leading scorer on Monday night and last night. Mara Jensen was. So congratulations to her as well. As we mentioned, we have another game following this one. It'll be number 2 Clopton taking on number 3 North Callaway. And basically on Tuesday night, the bracket just got busted. One game went the way it was projected to go, and that was the Ellsbury-Silex matchup. And after that, it completely busted. Everybody's on the other side of the bracket.
More basketball action taking place in the high school gym right now. The third quarter is underway. Ellsbury on top of Van Far, 28-15 in that game, and you can find it in its entirety online at kjfmradio.com. Mark Froelich and Maddie Ingram on the call there.
All right, we'll take our final break during the halftime report. We'll come back with second half action after this on Eagle 102.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Kuda's Auto Repair in Farber is a full-service repair shop, offering oil changes to engine replacements and everything in between. All repairs are backed by a nationwide 24-month, 24,000-mile warranty. Kuda's Auto Repair features Motorcraft batteries, a full line of tires and lift kits. Kuda's Auto Repair also has 24/7 towing and recovery services for all light-duty vehicles. Located at 518 South Main in Farber, Kuda's Auto Repair. Call 573-249-KUDA. That's 573-249-5832 for Kuda's Auto Repair.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Ann Lane Boutique, Family Drug, Custom Work Salon, and Advance Eye Care.
So, Gordon, we know that we have the girls' championship night set for tomorrow evening. We'll begin coverage at 4:30. As we mentioned, that'll be Clopton, Louisiana girls. All these games in the high school gym. That'll be followed by the third-place game between North Callaway and Winfield. And a championship game tomorrow night at Silex and Ellsbury. That game's set to start right around 7:15.
And, of course, the boys' championship night bracket's going to continue to come together as we go through the course of the evening. Championship coverage on Eagle 102 brought to you by B&J Septic, Williams Road Repair Shop, and by JGS Cattle Company.
All right, we're getting ready for second half action. It looks like it's going to be Louisiana's basketball to start. As the cheerleaders get back in place, we had to wait for the officials. We're not going to say it was Adam Falloon taking a little extra time to get out on the court, but he was the last one I saw on the court.
And we won't go back and repeat it and say it again just in case you missed it a second ago.
So with the basketball is Weber. We have different starting lineups on there. For Louisiana, we have Logan, Lumley, McCormick, Weber, and Richards. We'll get Silex's in just a moment as McCormick works with the right hand, dishes off in the near corner to Lumley. Lumley with the left hand into the paint, goes all the way around, tries to lay it off. His shot's no good. Pulling down the rebound is Jake Henry. He's on the court along with Tyler Twellman. Going to the hole is Hopkins, Ryder Hopkins. It falls short. Also out there's Josh Price and Cole Fessler. Here comes Richards back the other way. He waits for the defense, kicks it out to the far side to Lumley. Now up top to Logan. Back to Weber. Weber wants a three. It's off the back of the rim. It's Fessler that comes in for the rebound. He outlets to Hopkins. Hopkins will bring it to the front court. Near side with it now to Twellman. Twellman gets it to Henry. Henry right back to Twellman. From the block extended at the end of Silex's bench. Back up top to Hopkins. Hopkins guarded by Richards. Moves it near side. Now he's at the head of Silex's bench over to Price. Price. Over with the right hand all the way down the block. Goes up, and it was Weber that got a hand on the ball, but it rolled out of bounds. Last touched by Price. And we talked about smart hands by Mara Jensen last night, and that was a good job by Weber. Richards with the basketball for Louisiana. On the far wing to Logan. Logan tries to goes down low to Lumley. Lumley takes it off the glass. His shot's up and good. Cooper Lumley with 7 now on the night.
Have we heard anything back regarding our trademark on smart hands?
I did not get the copyright sent off today. My apologies. So with it, and there's a steal by Lumley and gets it into the hands of McCormick, or actually in the hands of Logan. Logan works it around with the left hand. Dishes it off to Weber. Weber shots up and good. Give Weber 2 in this one in the half. 55-25 our score. It's a 30-point lead. Stops pop from Twellman. Hit shots off the back of the rim. It's Lumley with the rebound. He feeds it out to Richards. Richards goes into the paint. Up amongst the trees. He's fouled. He's headed to the free throw line.
At least we got to wipe all of those fouls from the first half off the scoreboard and start fresh. Now we've got 1 team foul for the Owls, 1 foul so far in the second half of play.
Unfortunately, it's the 4th foul on Jake Henry, the big boy for the Silex Owls. So Richards at the free throw line to shoot 2. First one's up off the back of the rim. Ethan Wyatt Harrison checking back in ball game, coming in for Weber. And as Richards stands at the free throw line for his second. Dribbles the basketball. Shot up on the way, and this one rattles home. 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Makes it 56-25. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the third. So with it over on the far side is Price. Now to Fessler. Fessler brings up top to Hopkins. Hopkins looks for the 3. It's off the back of the rim, but Twellman comes flying in, pulls down the rebound, tries to feed it down low to Henry, and it's taken away by the Bulldogs. Richards in the front court. Over to Wyatt. Wyatt Harrison with the 3. Off the rim. No good. With the rebound is Hopkins. Throws a long pass up to Twellman, and Twellman can't save it from going out of bounds. So back-to-back turnovers for the Owls. 56-25 our score. 5:28 to go here in the third. Richards calling out the play. He's picked up by Hopkins as he crosses the half-court line. Richards near side of McCormick. McCormick wants another 3. Is partially tipped. With the rebound is Price. Price working against Harrison in the backcourt. That's Wyatt. With the left hand, he pulls up at the head of Silex's bench. Now takes it cross-court to Hopkins. Hopkins to Fessler. Fessler looks inside to Henry. Henry trying to work, and they're going to call the offensive foul, and Jake Henry's going to have a seat for the night. He'll end this game with 4 points.
56-25 the score. 5:19 to go still in the third quarter of play as this one's just underway from the high school gym. Ellsbury on top of Van Far 39-20 to determine who advances to the championship game there.
The game immediately following that is going to be Bowling Green taking on Winfield. Here comes Richards with the basketball for the Bulldogs. He walks across the half-court line, picked up by Hopkins, hands it off to Lumley. To Logan. Logan wants a long 3, and it splashes home. So Jack Logan with 17 on the night in this 59-25 lead for the Bulldogs. Hopkins working against Sylvie, who's in the ball game, gets the ball to Mullen. Mullen takes it to the top of the key, backs it up between the circles, dishes it off to Price over on the far wing. Now to Twellman, back between the circles. Dribbles with the left hand, crosses over into the paint, has the ball stripped. Wyatt Harrison with it. Pushes it up to Sylvie. Sylvie waits for the defense to jump. He goes high off the glass. It's no good. Ball's loose. And Louisiana's going to tie him up.
59-25 the score with 4:29 still to go in the third quarter of play. As that second half's just underway, Lumley's taking the seat for Louisiana. Wyatt Martin, Sheldon Sylvie, Jack Logan, Donovan Richards.
And with it is Hopkins. Hopkins takes in the paint. His shot's up. It's no good. Ball's tipped around. Sylvie comes away with it. Sylvie hands it off to Richards. Richards takes it in the paint. He goes up. His shot rolls across the rim. So Donovan Richards give him 3 here in the second half. Makes it 61-25. With it again is Price. Price working against Wyatt Harrison. Far side with it to Hopkins. Hopkins brings it back, top of the key to Twellman. Twellman working around, trying to get away from Harrison. And throws a long pass over to Hopkins. Hopkins tries to feed it inside, ends up in the hands of Twellman. Twellman drops it down for 2. Tyler Twellman won double figures tonight for the Owls. 61-27, 3:38 to go here in the third. Wyatt Martin spins off the glass, count the bucket and the foul.
Young man has a nice way of being able to finish down on the blocks.
So Ethan Harrison is gonna go to the or come in for Donovan Richards. So Wyatt Martin at the free throw line for the and one. Shot up on the way, and it's good. So with the basketball in the front court with it is Mullen. His shot's off the back of the rim. Coming away with the loose ball is Wyatt Martin. Now with it to Logan. Jack gets it down low to Sylvie. Sylvie back to Logan. Logan at the head of Louisiana's bench, taking some direction from Coach Matt Smith. With the left hand. Over on the far side with it, makes his way down to the block. He spins into the paint. He shoots over top of everybody. It's off the back of the rim. It's tipped around. And Logan comes away with it, takes it back to the hole. Count the bucket and the foul.
Good aggressive follow of his own shot for Logan.
I mentioned Jack Logan has recently been averaging somewhere between 20 and 30 points a game, Gordon.
Yeah, no, he hit a stretch of almost half dozen games where he was about 30 a game. His average on the season is over 20.
It is. Logan's and one up and good.
Playing for a spot in the championship game, Ellsbury up over Van Far now 44-27. And again, that game is online in its entirety at kjfmradio.com and at KJFM Radio at 102.1.
With it is Price. Price back up top to Fessler. Back to Price. Price looks to drain the three, and it misses. Now we'll call it a lob pass down low. He was trying to feed it to Twellman because Twellman got the foul and headed to the free throw line to shoot 2. They'll call that on Sylvie. Be his first.
Twellman finds himself at the free throw line.
First free throw shot is up and good.
We'll remind you to be listening for championship night action as we continue to put together those lineups on Friday and Saturday. Brought to you by Ambassador Plumbing, Mike Henry Excavating, and S&R Sporting Goods of Middletown.
So makes it 67-29. 2:40 to go here in the third. Near side with it to Martin. Martin looks inside to Logan, back up top to Harrison. Harrison looks for the screen from Ethan Harrison. Harrison takes it to the hole. They're going to wave it off and call a travel. So now Twellman will inbound to Price. Price takes his time, crossing the timeline. Near side with it to Fessler. He wants the three. Rims in and out. With it is Logan. Logan with the left hand. Goes behind the back pass to Wyatt Harrison. His three's up and good. Wyatt Harrison with the assist from Jack Logan. Extends that lead. He's got 7 on the night. Makes it 70-29 at the 2-minute mark. Long three from Twellman. Off the front of the rim. Ethan Harrison with the rebound. He turns on the Jets. Goes all the way down to the block. Back up to Wyatt. Wyatt Harrison with the left hand. Cross court to Logan. Back to Wyatt again. Wyatt fakes it. Goes up high. Rims in and out. With the rebounds, Easton Twellman. Twillman feeds it out to Fessler. Fessler over the far side. His shot's up. It's no good. McMahon chases it down, gets in the hands of Twillman. Twillman back out. Price wants the three. It's no good. Ethan Harrison with the rebound. Ethan into the front court. Finds his lane. Is going to roll off his foot out of bounds. And that's only the 5th turnover this game for the Dogs. Logan takes a breather as Weber returns. Josh Price again brings the ball across the timeline for the Owls. Down to a minute 22 to go in the third. Near side with it to Twillman. Twillman in the corner to McMahon. Back to Twillman. Swings it again to Price. Price, long three, and it's money. Josh Price with the tray. 70-32 is our score. Here comes Wyatt Martin up off the glass, and it's no good. It's tipped around. Ethan Harrison gets it out to Sylvie. Now to Weber. Back to Sylvie again. He stands behind the arc, gives a fake, drives into the lane. He's going to be fouled. That's going to go against Easton Twillman.
Under a minute left in the third quarter of play. Bulldogs up 70-32. 5 team fouls now for the Owls.
Okay, well, they said that was against his brother, or against Tyler Twillman. Fessler's going to get a breather with less than a minute to go. And coming in for him is Noah Chesser. Sylvie with it. Cross court with it to Wyatt. Down low to Ethan, back out to Wyatt. He fakes a three, back to Ethan in the short corner. Sylvie brings it near side to Martin. Back to Sylvie again to Wyatt. Wyatt pulls up for the three. It's off the rim. Ball's loose. Coming away with it is Martin. Martin goes cross court to Weber. Shots up and good.
Good luck by Martin off the picked up ball from the floor that got away that time, I believe, from Fessler.
Down to less than 20 seconds to go in the third. Far side with it and brings it back near side to Price. Little zone defense from the Bulldogs as Price skips it near side. McMahon back up top with it to Twillman. Long three on the way, and that's off the rim. And that is how the third quarter ends. Louisiana has the 40-point lead, 72-32. We've got your final quarter of action coming up next here on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by the Mercantile Bank, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pepsi.
As temperatures fall, CD rates are rising at People's Savings Bank. With flexible terms from 4 months to 24 months, get more for your money with annual percentage yields as high as 3.82%. Stop in at any of our 11 locations, including right here in Bowling Green, to open a high-interest rate CD. Or check us out online at ourpsb.com. People's Savings Bank. Member FDIC. Quoted APY based on a 4-month term with a minimum $1,000 deposit to open or obtain stated APY. Terms and conditions may change. Ask for details.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, Eolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
As we head into the final quarter, Louisiana has the 40-point lead at 72-32. Jake Henry for the Owls has fouled out of this game. Nobody else in real foul trouble except for maybe Kenny McCormick, who has 3.
And we mentioned this when they met up last week. You know, you're going into the fourth quarter of play basically wiping the scoreboard and looking to play as even as you can for a quarter at this point.
So Weber with the basketball. Stands up front, barking directions, brings it near side to Wyatt. Weber to Sylvie. Price putting pressure on Weber, brings it near side to Wyatt Harrison. Ethan Harrison standing at the free throw line. Sylvie kind of running that baseline a little bit. And now Wyatt Martin pops out. They get in the hands of Weber now near side with it to Sylvie. Back up top to Weber. Weber, cross court to Ethan Harrison. Harrison in the paint, and he's fouled.
Driving and putting up the shot, getting the foul, I believe, on the floor.
It is, and I believe it's going against Chesser, and it does. Be his second.
Checking into the ball game is Dwight Stokes, the junior.
They get it right into Wyatt Martin, the Bulldogs do, and he's going to travel. Got tied up with 3 Owls, and as he was trying to pull away, got an extra step in there and turns the ball over to the Owls. Price into the front court. Moving around with it is McMahon. Now back to Twellman. Twellman's long three on the way. It's off the mark. With the rebound is Stokes. Stokes back up top to Price. Price wants the three. His shot's money.
So we touched on it before. Some players who can shoot the ball for the Owls.
They absolutely can. It looks like we're got the ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Owls. So from the free throw line, extended it over to the crowd. Wyatt Harrison will inbound to Weber. Weber looks to Coach Matt Smith for the call. 72-35. With the basketball is Weber to Harrison. That's Wyatt over the far side to Sylvie. Back up top to Wyatt. Wyatt finds Ethan between the circles, now near side with it to Weber. Weber, one dribble, hits Wyatt in the paint. Tries to go down low to Wyatt Martin. It's going to go out of bounds. It was a nice thought there, Gordon. It just happened to be that the Owls got some hands in the way and caused the ball to bounce out of bounds. So Latrell Weber will inbound the ball along the baseline on the far side, gets it right into Wyatt Martin. He goes off the glass, and it's good. So Wyatt Martin with his 5th point of the night as Josh Price brings it across the timeline. On the near side, crossover dribble, and he's going to call the foul on Weber. That'll be his 2nd.
And we'll remind you again, the game on air right now at KJFMradio.com is Ellsbury against Van Far. It's 48-33 currently, and that game's also available at KJFMradio.com.
On the inbounds play, it gets tipped out of bounds at the half-court line. And last touch by Louisiana, so Silex will try again as Twellman inbounds to Price. We're down to almost 5 minutes to go in this one. We've got the running clock. 74-35 is our score. Louisiana on top. With it on the far side, here comes Stokes. Stokes tries to split defenders. He goes up, and Sylvie's going to get hit with the foul, and they'll send Stokes to the free throw line and shoot 2. Nope, they're going to call it on the floor. So Twellman will inbound along the baseline on the far side. Gets it right into Price, who was all alone. His shot's up and good. Josh Price, that gives him 14 now on the night. Ethan Harrison drives the baseline, tries to feed it inside. It's taken away by the Owls. Price into the front court, working around, crossover dribble. Stops at the free throw line, thought about going up, needs some help, gets it from Stokes. Stokes wants a long three. It's off the front of the rim. It's tipped around. Here comes Wyatt Harrison. Harrison has one speed, and that's fast. He gets it down to Sylvie. Sylvie working around. His spin around shot's up and good.
Nice turnaround from the blocks on a good pass by Harrison. Wyatt Harrison with the look, Sylvie with the bucket.
76-37 is our score. Long three from Price, and he drains that one so smoothly that the net never even moves. 76-40 our score, down to 3:45 to go. Here comes Ethan Harrison. Shots up, it's no good, it's tipped around. And Wyatt Harrison trying to come away with it, and he's going to be fouled. Looks like that's going to go against Noah Chesser.
Which will be the 7th team foul for the Silex Owls.
And I'll give Wyatt Harrison a 1-and-1.
A bunch of substitutions for the Owls.
So we have Price, Stokes, McMahon, Mullen, and Chester on the court for the Owls. For Louisiana, we have McCormick, Harrison, Martin, and Sylvie. On the 1-and-1 for Wyatt, it's up and good. 77-40 is our score. Harrison will get a second.
The freshman Chase Mullen, who wears number 10 into the ball game for Silex, who had an impact, played well the last time the two teams met.
Second free throw shot from Wyatt Harrison is good as well. 78-40 our score. 2:45 to go here in the ball game. With the basketball at far side with it to Stokes. Stokes works it around with the left hand. Back far side with it to Hopkins. Hopkins looks for the screen from Chesser. Works it on the far corner, back up top to McMahon. Spins around, gets it to Mullen. Mullen, once again, far side with it to Hopkins. Down to 2:15 to go from the free throw line. Shot up, it's no good. McMahon with the rebound. Throws it back out to Hopkins. Hopkins in the lane, shots up and good. So Ryder Hopkins with his first 2 points tonight makes it 78-42 at the 2-minute mark to go in this ball game. Once again, it's McCormick. Far side to Ethan Harrison. Looks outside the Wyatt Harrison, bounces off some fingertips, ends up in the hands of the Owls. And that's taken away by Wyatt Martin. Brings it back near side to Wyatt Harrison. Oh, and it gives a little alley-oop, but it hits off the glass or off the rim for no good. Comes back down the hands of the Owls. Long three on the way. It misses everything, and it's going to go out of bounds. Tyler Twillman in the ball game now. Coming in for McMahon. Wyatt Harrison will inbound to Sylvie. Sylvie will bring it across the timeline. Brings it near side to Wyatt Harrison. Back to Wyatt. Little pitch and catch between Sylvie and Wyatt. He stands there looking to kill some clock as we're ticking down to the final minute of this game. Now McCormick. Cross court to Sylvie. Playing a little pitch and catch amongst them all. Find to Ethan. Ethan tries to feed it down low to Wyatt Martin. And some quick hands from Easton. Twellman get in there and break up the play. It goes out of bounds.
Easton Twellman, the tall sophomore for the Owls.
Once again, they get the ball in. They lob it into Wyatt Martin. Wyatt gets it to Wyatt Harrison. His shot's up, rolls around, and it's good. 80-42 is our score. We're down to the final 30 seconds to go in this one. Over the far side to Hopkins. Hopkins works it around, takes it down low, up off the glass. His shot rolls around. It's no good. Tipped around. Comes away to McCormick. McCormick pulls up. 15 seconds. Looks like Coach Matt Smith is kind of wanting him just to dribble this out. And it's going to be Louisiana, the first one that advances on to Saturday as they get the win over Silex by the score of 80-42. We've got your post-game show for you coming up after this as you're listening to Bowling Green tournament action on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 post-game show is coming up.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Knight Equipment Company, and Advanced Physical Therapy.
Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM.
Well, Gordon, we have one half of the consolation bracket set for Saturday night as the Louisiana Bulldogs get the win over Silex by the score of 80-42.
The game played out about the way that it played out last week, as it was 81-41 that time, so technically Silex trimmed that gap by 2 points, but the outcome ultimately ended up being the same. The Owls, we talked about it off air, we talked about it on air. You do see a lot of pieces. They're just struggling to pull some of those pieces together when you're playing, that next tier right now, which is where you would put the Louisiana Bulldogs.
That is right. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to reset. We've got the Clopton Hawks taking on North Callaway Thunderbirds coming up, as it's the second of two games here in the middle school gym here on Eagle 102.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and